Hari Om Namaste, friends. Today we're meditating on Krishna and the beauty of this poetic expression that is Krishna. So I love this when you look roughly at how Krishna is represented, starting off as Gopala, Govinda, this playfulness that he had. And I feel that represents my own personality, this playfulness within the practice that is so important to have, because in the way I like to look at it is that's what's going to help you excel. And actually this playfulness is a mature way to go about things, because to understand how the practice is, you need that discipline. And after that discipline, after the structure is set within you, then the playfulness comes. Without the discipline, without the structure, then yes, you are like a playful child without that understanding. So the beauty that Krishna shows us is you can have that playfulness as you come up into your mastery as well. So Krishna is beautiful because in the stories you see all this playfulness and mischief that he had, and then as he evolves in the Bhagavad Gita, you can see how this being becomes really the supreme ruler, and how he helps us to understand with what our important role is in this life, which is to discover our spiritual work or our dharma. And once we discover that, nothing should stand in our way in focusing on that goal and on that process of whatever our heart desires. So we have to be careful, because the heart is very soft in its speaking. The mind is very loud. So somewhere around teenager, or maybe even a little bit earlier, you have a little spark. You have a little spark at what's calling you. Pay attention to that thing. There's a great writer, Joseph Campbell, whose phrase is "follow your bliss." And he likes to explain on how a lot of students, he was a professor, would come to him and explain their life, and there would be this little spark when they were explaining the thing that they really wanted to do. But then the pressures of life and family and whatever that responsibility weighs in, and many people choose something else. And that is really the beginning of death in life. And there's nothing worse than being dead when you're still alive. So choosing your dharma may mean a more difficult path. It may mean less money and less of the material world, at least in the beginning, but you don't know how it's going to open. So the best thing to do, the most important thing in my mind, is your sadhana, your spiritual practice, because all the answers come from there. And if that's good, the day is going to be good, the life is going to be good. I would much rather have a life where I'm able to do my sadhana every day than wake up and have to respond to duties, and in that world I'm a millionaire, but I don't have my sadhana. I'm going to pick the sadhana every time, because that's the life's work, and that's what's going to make you feel more fulfilled, more comfortable. You can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have your spiritual purpose, you're still going to feel empty, and there's nothing worse than that. So much better to feel this richness, to feel this Krishna developing inside you. Let's sing one for Krishna. Shri Krishna Jai Govinda Hare Murari Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Jai Govinda Hare Murari Nath Narayana Vasudeva. He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Krishna, Jai Govinda, Hare Murari, Narayana, Vasudeva, Shri Krishna, Jai Govinda.